So generally speaking, real estate agents don't have the most favorable opinion of investors. Why is that?
Well, most agents really don't ever get to know the investor on a very personal level. There are a lot of investors that are operating by the seat of their pants. They don't have a physical office. They don't have a track record. They're relocating to San Diego from some other state where they were doing investing. They really don't understand the San Diego market. Unless you have a really good, strong connection with that investor and they're a trusted investor, then there's a lot of room for error. So there's other issues too. I mean, there's a lot of investors that are out there just tying up property and they don't even have the money to close. They can't perform. They can't come up with the earnest money deposit. They're looking to maybe just wholesale the property. And so there's a lot of people operating in the space that shouldn't be here.
So Jim, why are your investors different at Pacific Elevation?
They're real with a physical address, and they have employees, and they have a website, and they have staff, and they have systems in place, and they have the financial backing to actually perform. There's a lot of investors that you'll see in San Diego that are putting like signs out on the road, or they're just sending like these spam texts. We're looking to buy property. You don't know who they are. You don't know where they work. You don't know how to really get a hold of them. We have a physical presence in La Jolla on Prospect. You can come find us. We have staff there, and that's where we're located, La Jolla, California.
So generally speaking, real estate agents don't have the most favorable opinion of investors. Why is that?
Because they've probably never taken the time to fully understand who are good investors and who are bad investors. A lot of investors will take advantage of a normal real estate agent and just run them around, have them searching for properties, writing off on property, and maybe never even having the money to actually close. So agents end up spending a lot of time doing a lot of legwork for the investors. And if the investors don't have a real tie to that agent, they will turn their back on that agent. And so the agent will end up spending a lot of time, energy, and not getting paid.
So Jim, you've positioned Pacific Elevation as a different kind of investor, one that truly benefits real estate agents.
Right.
How do you do that?
Yeah, so with Pacific Elevation, we have systems in place. So we deliver an offer. We get our earnest money deposit in within 3 business days per the contract. We perform all our inspections during the due diligence period. We don't go in and renegotiate the deal. But most importantly, once we know that we're going to move forward, we always close. The agent always gets paid. So once we remove contingencies, it's a 100% success rate. And that's what really separates us from some of the other investment groups here in Southern California.
So what about agents that don't have any experience in luxury rehab? How do they participate?
That's a good question. So let's say an agent doesn't have a lot of experience in luxury rehab, but they've got a property that they think would be good. Well, they can submit it to us, and they actually will become a partner in the transaction. And they're going to see firsthand what goes into analyzing whether it's a deal or not. And along the way, we're going to be pointing out to them all the pros and the cons that we're finding during the investigation. So agents are learning and constantly getting trained, which can lead them to become better hunters. Truly, to be in this space, you have to be a great hunter because all of the money is made on the purchase, not the sale. So you have to buy right, you have to be able to identify right, and that just comes with time and experience. So there's some agents that have come back to us 5, 6, 7 times, and now they're really starting to learn what we're looking for, and they're excited, they're learning, it's benefiting their clients, and now they have this whole new tool in their tool belt to earn more money. It's pretty great, actually.
So agents are obviously interested in getting paid.
Yes.
How does that happen with Pacific Elevation?
So we deliver a cash offer to that agent, and we open up escrow, and so they get paid at the close of escrow, and we actually give them a little bit of an override up and beyond a normal commission for bringing that transaction to us at Pacific Elevation.
Great. So how do sellers typically get paid through Pacific Elevation?
So they're going to get paid the same way they always do, and that's through a certified escrow company at close of escrow. What's nice for sellers is they're getting cash. So there's no lenders involved, there's no appraisers involved. Normally we're buying the property as an as-is condition, so they're not needing to come out of pocket with any expenses or make any repairs. And it's normally a very fast process, and it's a clean process for them. So just removing the banks and the appraisals makes it a very streamlined cash transaction.
So you've purchased the house,
Yes.
and you've closed escrow. What's the next step for your team?
So the next step would be going out and getting the project permitted. So we're bringing in the architects, we're submitting plans, we're looking at different floor plans, we're making sure that we have everything the city's going to need to approve the project. So that might be soils reports, structural engineering reports, civil reports. So that's really where the creative part and the fun part is designing what we're doing. And then we obviously do a demo of the property and start the construction.
A lot of agents have concerns over turning their client to a different agent. How do you ease those concerns?
We are looking for partnerships with agents that are going to continue to bring us back transactions. So the last thing we ever want to do is harm the agent. We want to protect their client. We put an agency disclosure in place immediately so that that's their client, the seller, and we're representing the buyer. We do not share any of this information. We do not resell any of the information. And so being an agent, I know that you don't want to lose your client. We want that agent to keep coming back to us over and over and over as a resource and an additional way to get paid in the San Diego real estate market.
So Jim, to get involved or learn more about Pacific Elevation, how do we do so?
You simply go to pacificelevation.com and hit the Contact Us button, or on the website you can sign up for one of our upcoming trainings and come and meet us in person, even better.